Romania, can you hear me? Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're not getting any feedback. I turned off the kerosene heater just in case that caused any issues. I'm just figuring it. I was yelling in your ear, so you yelled back. And if that Discord notification was for you sharing it, thank you. That's okay then. As long as you keep the sentences short, I'm okay with it. Otherwise, truth be told, I actually have a little bit of a difficulty. I'm a slow reader anyway, but trying to read long paragraphs and sentences in caps is a little difficult for me. But you're good. Is that because of special characters that you need, or is it just because of the editing that you do that you have to do caps? This is just some haunted ridge material. I'm just going to try to do a some kind of edge polish on. Yeah, and honestly, I don't know, but at least I assume since I think this piece came from Cheryl. I don't think it was one that I collected. That it would have been Haunted Ridge, not Crawley, but I guess that whole southern half, southeast half of the United States, they could probably look similar. It's Haunted Ridge agate. Thanks for coming, Opal Guy. I'm just doing a edge polish on a piece of the kind of smaller root beer druzy. How are you doing today? Mhm. Sorry to hear about Opal Guy, but hopefully things will get better for all of us. I am kind of leaving one edge without a polish on it. I thought about coming down through here and actually, what the heck? I might as well. Well, I'm hoping life's just a little more enjoyable now, Opal Guy. Given you have a live to watch. Just yell at me if I ever forget to move the camera. was going to ask who the third person was, but before I asked that rather stupid question, I realized that it was me. That's just from the 80 or the after the 220 textured wheel. So now we'll go on to the 220 used 220 wheel, regular wheel here to help us with the transition over to the soft wheels. Welcome in our one additional viewer. Everybody is having a good Sunday or Monday, as it were, if that's applicable to you. I didn't do the math, but Addie, you must be getting close to midnight. I thought that it had to be close to there. Yeah, this is the hard diamond wheel, the 220 smooth textured wheel. Well, yeah, they do. I don't know if you can tell. You when I go over here, you can see my the other 220 wheel has kind of a cross groove texture on it, so they're a little bit more um, aggressive than like a standard diamond wheel. And I was finding, at least when my textured wheels, because that's my 80 textured wheel, that when I went over to the 280 wheel, the um, the textured wheels actually leave a crosshatched pattern on the stone, or at least a lot of the chalcedony type stones. And so I had to add in the smooth 220 wheel in to transition between the textured 220 and the soft 280. Otherwise, I was going through the 280 wheels too fast. Um, the other option that I have, and when this one gets wore down, is I may get a 140 resin wheel to help make that transition instead of a soft wheel. That extra wheel has kind of crowded the wheels quite a bit, so it's on the bigger stones and cabochons. I do have to be careful about not hitting the corners of the wheels or the other wheels next to the one I'm working on. I'm putting a nice big gouge in or putting scratches back in. And these textured wheels are the wheels from Cab King. I think Diamond Pacific and some of the others also have more the textured wheels of their own kind. I hit it with my chamois so I can just kind of go look around here to make sure, because you can definitely tell when you haven't hit one of the surfaces that you had on the previous course grids, especially the textured wheels. But, yeah, the machine that I have itself. Let me zoom out. Is an old Covington, and it is actually one of their combo ones. But I took the saw off since I never used the saw, and so now I have a place there for the rotary tool to sit. And the three wheels over on this side are Cab King wheels, because the Nova wheels are pretty expensive. But I did just to see how they were on one of the sales. I think it was the July sale, the 4th of July. I I did get the 280 because I had to replace just the 280, and so I got the Nova on it. I don't know. I haven't cut enough on there to know if I could tell a difference between the two. I did find out that the Novas, with their manufacturing process, is they can be up to 100 thousandths or more narrower. And I wish I could do the millimeter translation for you, Romania. But let's just say it's quite a bit. It's almost like 90%, 92% narrower than the inch and a half wheel is supposed to be. That is kind of the nominal size. How's everybody's weather today? It's back to, I guess I consider a little bit more normal for this time of year here in Illinois, back in the 30s. But it's been kind of a yo-yo. We had 50 degrees on Thursday, then I think we're supposed to maybe get up here in Illinois to the high 50s, low 60s on Christmas Day. But then I might be traveling up to Minnesota, so to be getting back to a little more winter type weather if I end up going back to see family up there. Yeah, I can see that Romania, especially then, because on top of that, you have to probably ship it and get it import duties and whatnot, tariffs. The, do you have any kind of in-country manufacturers that do lapidary equipment? Looking up to get chat here, and my rock is going all over the place. Yeah, to go the route, would something from China or whatever be a cheaper route if you really wanted to get either a flat lap or a cabbing machine at some point in the future, even if you know the wheels might not be quite the same quality or the machines. I can imagine, especially if you say you don't have a whole lot of kind of gemstones or whatnot that come from your area of the continent. welcome everybody here, even if you're just lurking in the background. I appreciate the likes. Is that scares or scarce? So you don't have many rocks in the country, or at least collectible types. And I know you're editing, so it takes you a while to respond, or if you don't, I understand that too. What are the kind of the major industries in? Oh, you do have a lot. Okay. Uh, oh, even just to collect and then sell. I think we had. I think you mentioned that or something on Discord or something at one time because I recognize the SRL abbreviation. I don't remember what it stands for, but yeah, that is quite a bit of an obstacle then. Gotcha. Resort Dog. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. I'm just working on doing some face polishing on some haunted ridge. I figured I was out here anyways, and I know Kyle wasn't going live today, so I hadn't seen anybody else have live scheduled for, so I figured I'd maybe give some place for people if they wanted to chat today. I don't know how many of the rock hounding community are actually subscribed to my channel, but I know Addie shared it in Discord, so maybe a few more will find us before the end here. I think the water bucket is about half empty. What are you cleaning? Are you cleaning rocks or the house? Yeah, kind of heard that the west out there was getting some pretty good winds. It's relatively calm here in Illinois today. Yeah, I didn't know. I knew Nevada, but I didn't know exactly how far north. I knew it wasn't the south. Yeah. How far are you from Reno? I honestly, it's been a quite a while since I've looked at a map of Nevada. Is that more center west? 'Cause I know it's close to or right on the border there, kind of with California, if I remember right. Isn't that Tahoe, Lake Tahoe up there? Or am I misremembering? where Reno is. Pretty flat there. It's kind of where I am in Illinois too. We do have a little bit more hills here because we're at the end of a moraine from a previous ice flow. But even then, most of our rocks are covered by black dirt, and which makes it good for the corn and soybeans. But for me, not so good unless I go kind of an hour east or west to find any kind of rocks. Yeah, same here. I want to go to anything that's kind of real mountains, either the Appalachians or the Rockies. I think the Rockies are about 20 hours driving to the west of me, and the Appalachians, I forget exactly how far that is. I think it's at least 6 or 8 to the east. It's a Roxlot. Thanks for coming. Sorry I missed yours a little bit earlier. I was in the middle of something, and by the time I got around to it, you were already done. So I couldn't even stop in to say hi. Hope all your walks behaved today. I'm just doing some contour polishing on a haunted ridge agate. Oh man, I don't know what I'd do with $1 million, so it's okay. Hopefully, it went to somebody who needed it. Hoping you and Freckle Cat are doing good today. I probably won't see you before Christmas, so hopefully you have a Merry Christmas coming up here in a couple of days. I mean, if you wanted to give me $1 million, I think I could give it the old college try, but it would definitely make this forced retirement because of injury earlier, easier. By retirement, I'm not actually technically retired since I haven't filled out the perfect or paperwork, so we'll call it unemployed. Hey, Mr. Chubby Hubby, welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for finding me. Just doing some face polishing on some Haunted Ridge root beer jersey here. It's kind of the smaller crystal version of the Haunted Ridge. Hey, Doug. What a Haunted Ridge. I didn't know when you popped in. And Betty, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. Nothing too exciting going on here. Just figured I didn't see anybody else doing a live without Kyle. So I also figured if I had people watching that I might have to stick it out a little bit longer than I might have. Though I am feeling that it's definitely feeling a little colder in here without the kerosene heater going. Turned it off because I didn't know how loud it would be. I was hoping a few more with you guys would make it so I didn't have to worry about trying to entertain everybody. Just kidding. It forces me to break to look up from there to give my neck a break to look at the chat. Yeah, I guess any of you guys is. Did I see it right? Is Lapidary Dave having another sale later this afternoon? Given the chaos of it, I usually don't try to claim anything, but it's kind of fun to watch sometimes and see what he's selling. If not a country song, definitely a country duo. Yeah, I thought so. I was thinking, if I remembered earlier, that it was Mountain. It was funny, Opal, because when I looked up and read your comment the first town, I thought I swore it sounded like sounds like a Donkey and Marie song. That would definitely be the donkey. I haven't finished my lapidary karaoke song. I think Karen is about the only one that heard the rough draft, just because she insisted in was feeling like a little ear pain. But that's why it's called karaoke and not singing. We may not have any yolks, but we probably got a couple yokels. My live feed is way behind. I don't have anything set up right now to do a little cerium on it. So maybe we'll do that later sometime. But yeah, sometimes you need them for children and some adults. Like on this piece, as I worked on it more, that kind of have you had a little bit more of the combination of the red agate that you can find at Haunted Ridge, and then the kind of the dark. As I was working on it, I thought there was a little bit of the gray too, but that was just more the dark. They kind of have a little lighter, grayer color out there as well. But I'll try to take a few more pics later when it's dry, but you can still see the sparkle on the druzy as well. So left the bottom. Since we have a few more in here, this is what I did first before I started the live. It's a piece of shadakite that I got from Lesby Rockin'. The girdle may not be completely level. My eyeballs were having trouble keeping the girdle at a consistent height with the backing not being level. And I did have to take the chunk down that she sent quite a bit. But I'm thinking here that next I'm going to just kind of do a contour polish on this one, given how cold my hands can get. I'm just sticking to the bigger pieces now. And hi, Earth Elegance. Yeah, Romania. I would not have known for sure what it was unless she had put it on the. Sorry, I was reading chat on my phone and got distracted. Yeah, Doug, it's all a relative thing, and as I've gotten older, my fingers get cold a lot easier. Uh, I used to make fun of my dad because of how cold his fingers got, but I can understand why now. But kind of after the age of 50, I assume my circulation isn't is what it. Um, I don't know about a retread. They still work, I guess. What's that? A retread down in South Texas? Can't quite get the camera over top of it like the other wheels. As you can see, it's just going to be kind of a probably nothing else, just a real thin banding. But you'll be able to see the sides of the quartz and the banding, hopefully, when we're done. Start here on the 80 textured wheel and see how much I have to grind down to get a smooth enough surface. Sometimes doing the transitions around the corners can be a little tricky, and I may have to grind a little bit of that off to make it work. Yeah. So do you actually play Opal Guy, or do you just logically think about what you would do with the million? Yeah. I've resisted this so far. I don't even look at the numbers that are picked in fear that maybe I would see that the numbers that I would have picked came up. I think that would be rather depressing. Early on in my old job, we would kind of pool together some money, and somebody would buy tickets for our unit. Although the person buying them, I don't know if we would actually have seen him again if he did win. There's actually a little more banding in there than I thought there would be. A rock castle, is that kind of like a bouncy castle where you just put rocks in it, let them swim around in it? Oh, you mean if you won the lottery? I'm getting you. But honestly, even if I won $1 million and could buy out a Lappy Dave sale, I don't think my internet would be fast enough to get a claim in before Ciroc a lot. Well, that's the extent of my comedy show there. other than my cabin. Yeah, it would be nice to get an actual shop set up. I have the big 30 by 40 by. Uh, they told me it could be 20-foot tall shed, but it's hard to heat even when I had the big heater that's broke now. But, I mean, that's a lot of place to heat in the winter because most of the heat goes up to the ceiling. Nopal guy, I'm almost. I thought I actually heard somewhere that the chances of getting hit by lightning twice is better than is or the odds are better to get hit by lightning twice in your life than win the lottery once. Yeah, I had the money and everything worked. Getting one of those, they call them the big ass fans, the big ones that have the 4-foot blades, would be good. But I'd have to relocate everything because you'd either have to hug the ceiling or so when the big overhead doors open up, they wouldn't hit the fan blades. Why would I want to go to Belize? Hey Rick, welcome. No, it's probably more like Igor or the actual Frankenstein monster himself, the way I talk. For those that just came in, I'm mainly just been doing some on the live here, just some face polishing on a was the first piece of Rdge, and then the second one I'm working on. Clint Eastwood. Hmm. I like Clint Eastwood, so I'll go with that. Maybe an old Clint Eastwood, like in Gran Torino, versus a Clint Eastwood, a youngin in his movie, his Western career. Hey, Beth. Yeah, I thought about it, Opal guy, but you know, honestly, I also didn't feel like having to deal with anybody that might come in on a Sunday. who's a troublemaker, since at least right now I don't have a bunch of mods, and there's no mods in here. Hey Soul, welcome. I think this may or may not be one of your pieces, or it could be one of Les's pieces. Yeah, kind of the same with this one that I did earlier. I forget which box I grabbed each one of those out of. But it's actually coming up with more stripes than I thought it was originally going to have when we first started. Yeah, I think I've seen that YouTube has a little bit more trouble with the notifications when you don't have it scheduled ahead of time and you just start it. Or if maybe you had YouTube on a couple devices. Yeah. I'm glad you made it. I just figured since Kyle wasn't live and Lapidary Name wasn't starting until later, and I know also a lot of people probably don't watch Dave Sales as much, but I was out here and decided to do a live. I was trying to record the that Shutterkite earlier, but I don't think unless I did a lot of editing, I don't think that one is probably going to make it to a video. My sound's still coming through pretty good. Thanks, Chubby. Sometimes my Bluetooth headset just either disconnects itself every so often, or after 30 minutes just shuts itself off if I'm not actually listening to something. If it's just being used as a mic. Yeah, it's either came from Cheryl or Les, but it's they're both would be Haunted Ridge. So going off the hard wheels. It's going to make a quick check to make sure that I didn't completely miss an area. It's just nice, really doing these edge polishes versus a full contour polish because you don't have as much area or surfaces that you have to remember the polish. So on these, since I don't have my other glasses on here to see better, I'm just mainly going around slowly 3 or 4 times on each wheel, taking a peek every so often after drying it off. With my headset on, it's harder to use the optimizer too to see. Yeah, like I said, it's the agate is further up there. I just thought it was going to be kind of that kind of those first couple lines when I first started. It kind of has lines going up through the whole thing. I have to say it's especially if you have the equipment to do it and you got the right rocks. The it's kind of really satisfying to do these edge polishes on these Rdge pieces, or really any haunted ridge. So if you're looking to try to do some of it yourself, I would definitely either hit up Cheryl or Les to see what they have. It's kind of nice also when you give it something a little additional interesting on these pieces that, you know, the points on this one are pretty good, but you know, if you have something else to distract the person, the points can have a few flaws on them, and still be nice. Oh, is that supposed to be noise? The glasses that I'm wearing, the computer is far enough away that the text in chat is a little bit blurry, but also the rock is a little blurry too. Hopefully We'll have a few extra days for that trip, Cheryl, because I know the Haunted Ridge trip was pretty far for you already. Yeah, Beth. I just kind of figured that she was talking about like one of the ends. I'll have to go back and listen to part of it later just to see how much of the cabbing wheel noise was being picked up, especially on the softer wheels. The harder ones, I could see being a little bit louder. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, Rick. You and the whole family. And I believe that's supposed to be Joe Dadbod instead of John Dadbod, unless there is a different channel out there that has a little bit different content that Cheryl likes to watch. And in all fairness, Cheryl, the Dad Bod would probably be the more interesting channel between that and the Bob. that worked. Just a second here, guys. Okay. It's just not refreshing on my screen. Cheryl, if you type anything, do you turn to a Rdge? So if you actually want to add the link to his channel, Cheryl, go feel free. It just didn't change it to blue right away for me, but it has now. Sounds like Mr. Chubby knows who he is, but there could be somebody else in my little channel who may not know. Is anybody traveling for the holiday or taking a extra time off between Christmas and New Year's? I may after Christmas, I may drive up to Minnesota and have spend a week or a little more staying with mom and seeing my relatives. I think we're supposed to have our get together a week from today. I'll have to look at my sister's text again to make sure. I don't think the weather, other than cold, is supposed to be too bad. My one vehicle doesn't like the slippery roads much anymore, and my truck, the cruise, doesn't always work. 600 miles, having used my foot on the gas pedal, just doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, the worst part, sometimes it'll work for a while, and all of a sudden you'll hit a little bump and it kicks off in the truck, and then you don't realize it, and then all of a sudden you be going down the interstate going 50 miles an hour, people honking at you. usually you can feel it at that speed, but those hills going through Wisconsin. Water's starting to get cold too. I bought a fish tank heater, but either it can't keep up with the temperature in the shed here, or it doesn't work. Hey, Dad Rocks, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Oh yeah, Cheryl, I hear you there. The interstate here through Illinois can be that way too. At least certain portions of it. You do get some gradual hills, but I swear the worst that I probably ever rode on is Oklahoma. So Nebraska, Oklahoma, and that eastern end of Colorado that is flat. Definitely get into that highway hypnosis. We're going on to the final 3,000 wheel. Yeah. Not looking too bad. Probably just go through this wheel here, and the water is getting low in the buckets, and the hands are getting cold. So that'll probably finish up my live after I do a quick show when it's done. And I'll try to take some pics after it's dry, all over to post up on Discord later. It's about 5 o'clock now, so I might be a little good timing for those people that will want to go over and at least local at whatever lapidary Dave is going to sell. I don't know, Dad's Rocks. It's I'm glad that you just said Raiders because I don't know how many years it's been, but I still haven't gotten used to thinking that they're in Las Vegas. I haven't watched them for a while, but how many of you guys are subscribed and watch Quest for Details? You need to go back and kind of do a binge watch on some of his more recent videos. Yeah, same here, Cheryl. Yeah, I like a defense to be able to play a little bit of defense, and with all the pass interference and calls on roughing the quarterback now, it just lost its appeal to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dads. I'm just doing a face polish on a piece of Haunted Ridge Druzy here. I'll show the other one that I did earlier. So I'm just kind of finishing this one up. Yep. Otherwise, if there was a lot of people that weren't familiar with his channel, I was going to go see if Cheryl could get a link to his channel as well. Oh, Cheryl, I was just saying if you don't have to now. I was going to say if there was a lot of people that said they hadn't heard of Quest for Details, I was going to have you see if maybe you could get a link, but I guess just Addie has responded. So So maybe the others just may not be here. I think I see 13 people in here now. Ooh. Turn off the water here. Anybody that maybe kind of new, just getting started into the cabbing and have a cab or a flat lap that after you turn your water off to and you're kind of done with it for the day, just to let a disc or in this case all the wheels here spin for a little while to dry off. Um, Especially when it's cold. That way the water doesn't freeze on them or in between joints. I don't know if the water gets into the one bearing, and that's why it is a little creaky when it first starts up when it's cold. See how well this shows here. I'm seeing the individual LEDs, but because of the way that the cameras work on here, you're seeing that, but it actually polished up fairly well. A little bit of water getting back on there, but it's kind of nice. This will sit, and you'll be able to see both the quartz on top and the extra mineralization, but now also see a nice face polish. Get some really squirrely designs in some of it, depending on it. I assume it depends on what it's formed over. This one that I did earlier, back out a little bit on it. Kind of another piece of root beer quartz, kind of with the smaller quartz crystals on it. I like the real dark bands on some of it that you get here, in addition to kind of the red, more iron stained. Then you kind of have the little bit more yellower, so kind of lighter stained versions over here. But the only thing the piece is missing here is maybe a little bit more of the gray, which is kind of a little rare variety that you get out there. And then finally here, what I worked on before I started live, a piece of Shattuckite that I got from Lesby Rockin'. Kind of came back, I think I was telling when I showed it the last time that the backing being uneven was really throwing off my eyeballs. So the girdle on it is probably a little uneven, but it turned out pretty good. And I would not, unless Les had told me what it was, I probably would have guessed more chrysocolla versus shattuckite, but I think that's kind of in that same, is it the aluminum family? I always forget between that and the turquoise. But I want to thank everybody who came today, and hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you guys on a live again before then, um, going to go ahead and end this here. I will talk to everybody later. I'll leave it on here. I think since I went live on mobile here, that it'll go private, and in the chat here once I exit out. If I did this on the PC, I don't think it makes the lives go private like it does on mobile. Okay, Azuri, I hadn't seen them earlier. Cheryl, I'll have to look for them later. Okay, now I'm going to go.